FIRS routinely imposes penalties and interest charges on companies for any delay in payment of taxes. The Federal Revenue Services, FIRS, presently compel companies and corporate organizations to suffer an upfront deductions of 10% withholding tax from contract sums. The stated purpose is to ensure compliance in case the company fails to meet its tax obligations. Where the company eventually meets its full tax obligations, the law provides that withholding the tax deduction ought to be refunded. But the problem is, in practice, however, companies rarely receive their refunds as at when due. Instead, they are subjected to long bureaucratic delays that may run into years. Corrupt practices that make access to refund uncertain and loss of working capital. This creates unfair hardship for companies, particularly small-scale and medium enterprises, who struggle with cash flow and financing. FIRS routinely imposes penalties and interest charges on companies for any delay in payment of taxes or related obligations. If a company delays by even a short period, it is penalized. However, when FIRS itself delays the statutory refund of withholding tax to companies, no penalty or interest is paid to the companies. This imbalance is inequitable and unjust. Fairness demands that just as taxpayers are penalized for delays, FIRS should also pay interest and penalties on delayed refunds. This will ensure accountability, discourage inefficiency, and protect companies from unfair financial loss. The Chamber of Commerce is therefore taking the following stand. We call for immediate reform. We urge FIRS to institute a transparent and time-bound system for withholding tax refunds, e.g. within 30 days. Interest on delayed refunds. We are advocating that refunds delayed beyond the statutory time frame should attract interest and penalties, just as taxpayers are compelled to pay when they default. Independent oversight. We call for oversight mechanism through the Federal Ministry of Finance and National Assembly committees to ensure accountability in a refund administration. SME protection. It should be noted and emphasized that delayed refunds particularly harm small and medium-sized businesses, undermining economic growth and job creation. Companies have billions of naira withheld upfront from contract sum in the name of withholding tax, even after meeting their full tax obligations. Refunds are either never made or delayed for years. Delayed contract payment. At the federal, state, and local government levels, even when companies execute contract and secure certification of completion, payment is often delayed for months or even years. Both practices cripple private businesses, damages their credibility with banks, and punish their workers who depend on timely salaries. The chamber is now leading in demanding that the same standard of timeliness, penalties, and interest be applied to the private sector, be applied equally to government and its agencies. This is not just about money, it is about equity, justice, and building a business environment founded on trust and fairness. What we seek is not privilege, but equity and fairness.